Still a promising young female fighter.
Now, it must be hell on a mom to have 2 daughters in MMA.
Round number 2. 3 judges scoring cage side for the state of Illinois. Jimmy, you have the unofficial card.
I got to go 10-9 Zoila Frausto. More aggressive, did more damage. It's going to be interesting to see in this second round whether or not Jessica Pene turns it up. She can't have another round like the first one and expect to win a decision.
This is the third quarterfinal of Bellator's inaugural women's tournament, contested at 115 pounds. Jessica Pene, undefeated in her pro MMA career. She's in the black trunks. Zoila Frausto, just 1 loss in her pro MMA career. She's in the black and pink trunks.
Well, that's a problem with turning it up with someone like Zoila Frausto. You move right into one of those jabs or those kicks, maybe your right hand. It's very tough to get aggressive against a powerful striker. And I like the way Zoila's angling. Very hard to set up a takedown against someone who's not standing in front of you, and Zoila's not doing that. She's angling very well.
Both fighters really coming into this bout with the mindset that they were the favorite. Pene, the confidence that comes from being undefeated through her opening 7 fights, and Frausto with the confidence that comes from knocking out arguably one of the top 3 women's fighters in the world, Rosie Sexton.
Well, one thing with Jessica Pene coming in the way she is, it cost Rosie Sexton coming in with her head straight, with no head movement. You can't do that against Zoila Frausto.
Frausto again throwing those kicks above the waistline. More of a rangefinder kick there from Pene. We saw that in the first round. Not landing the first round, not landing there. Both fighters self-described all-around athletes. Getting the drive forward by Pene.
But she's coming in very high, almost Greco-Roman, not dropping her level and going in for the traditional takedown. She's coming in with her head and her body very high. And the problem is going right into the strength of Zoila Frausto. She has a lot of upper body power.
Pene does hold the rank of purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but we've seen none of her ground skills thus far in this bout. It's all stand-up, and clearly that favors Zoila Frausto.
No, it certainly does. If you don't have the wrestling to complement your Jiu-Jitsu, it's a very difficult skill to use. You can't use it on your feet. And pulling guard against someone with punching power is never a good idea.
Sneaky little right hand by Zoila Frausto. She has Pene backed up against the Bellator cage fence. Nice turn by Pene. Reversing that position, backing up Frausto. Body lock held by Zoila Frausto. Underhook there by Pene. I think Frausto just has too strong of a base, though, to get that.
Yeah, Pene's got to get a little trickier with her takedowns. Has to angle a little bit better, maybe change her levels. Staying here in this clinch with someone as strong as Zoila Frausto, it's going to be very hard for her to work that takedown. Very hard.
Good 1-2 there by Frausto. Get that push kick by Pene, missing the mark. Leg kick by Frausto. Swing and a miss with the left hand by Zoila Frausto. Again, the aggression, the drive forward by Jessica Pene. Once again, Jimmy, you see it right there. Pene looking for that inside trip, but she's been nowhere close to getting it.
Well, Zoila has good balance, very strong, and it's that upper body game that's hard to use against a stronger opponent.
Again, going for the inside trip, and beautifully you saw the strength there illustrated of Zoila Frausto. Again, a close look by referee Andrew Shemtovsky, but no call for action from the third man in the ring. Technically the first man in the ring.
The problem is this kind of fight, it's hard to come back with this kind of strategy. Pene up against the fence, trying to take Zoila down, but she's down on my card 1 round to nothing. And if she doesn't change things this last 30 seconds, she's going to be down 2 rounds to none.
Final half minute of round number 2. This for a place in the semifinals to join Megumi Fujii and Jessica Aguilar.
Zoila's not buying Pene striking, so she's not buying the takedown. She's not setting it up enough with strikes, so she's kind of bowling forward, and Zoila Frausto her balance and physicality stops that takedown every time.
Takedown by Zoila Frausto, and we are headed to a third and final round.
You know, at the end of that round, inside trip by Zoila Frausto, beautiful job. And once she was on top, just letting go with the right hands, a couple of lefts, and that's going to show Jessica Pene what happens if I pull guard, if I end up on bottom. Just a few seconds, and man, Zoila Frausto went crazy with the strikes.
Third and final round. Again, this for a place in the semifinals of Bellator's inaugural women's tournament, contested at the weight of 115 pounds. Jessica Pene is in the black trunks, Zoila Frausto in the black and pink trunks. Jimmy, how do you have this scored?
2 rounds to none, 20-18 for Zoila Frausto. Jessica Pene is really going to have to pick it up. I think she needs to look for a finish in this round. Her coach, Adam Wynn, I don't know what he told her in between rounds, but if I was a coach, I got to go leave it all in the cage this round.
Jimmy, you've talked about this before on Bellator broadcast, that you believe in being honest with your fighter, and that's not always the case of corners.
No, you know, certain corners think it's better to give a guy confidence at the expense of reality. I do not. I think it's best to let them know exactly where they stand. You know, Angelo Dundee, Sugar Ray Leonard, you're blowing it, and he came back and he won. You know, and a lot of times that's the motivation a fighter needs.
That was after 12 rounds of the first bout of Ray Leonard versus Thomas Hearns. Good body shots there by Frausto.
Now you just see the strength of Zoila Frausto. Unless you're in deep and really sharp with that takedown, you're just not going to get her down.
Knee by Zoila Frausto. Not full impact, however.
She's going to step back and fire.
Short right to the body by Frausto. Not much on that punch. Knee by Pene. Not much on that. Very interesting when you watch the two fighters' stances, how they move.
Zoila angles a lot, never stands in front of Jessica Pene. Jessica Pene has been, unfortunately, moving straight forward, and she's eating a lot of those jabs because of it.
Frausto starting to get off with her left, but misses there. Left to the body by Pene, missed the mark.
Striking with anyone is really hard if you can't get around that jab. It's very difficult, and Frausto's been very accurate, very powerful with it.
Frausto effectively blocking that kick by Pene. Pene a bit more aggressive here in round 3. Knee by Jessica Pene.
Head position, Jessica. Head position. There you go, knee.
Pene working the knees just above the belt line.
You know, a lot of outstanding grapplers in this women's division, 115 pounds, and I think Zoila Frausto is sending a big message to those grapplers that, hey, I'm not going to be easy to take down. It's not going to be easy to get on the mat with me. You're going to have to get around my striking capabilities.
Again, as she's done throughout this fight, Jessica Pene looking for the inside trip and not finding it. Knee to the thigh there with some authority by Zoila Frausto.
Now, it's a very common Muay Thai trick. They love kneeing the inside and outside of the thighs. They can generate a lot of power with their hips. Muay Thai fighters are known for that.
Pene again looking for that trip, just not finding it. Almost trying to fit in for the trip or maybe a hip toss, but Frausto just too powerful in her stance.
And Pene just not dynamic enough with that lift, with that turn on her hips. You really have to commit to get a takedown on someone, especially someone with as good a balance as Zoila Frausto.
Spinning back kick there by Frausto.
And once again, bullying forward, not really moving, not really setting it up. That's a great way to get knocked out.
Again, Pene trying to come forward. Missing badly with that kick.
You know, it's a big difference between, you know, female and male divisions in MMA. There's a lot of wrestlers in men's MMA. I would say the majority of American mixed martial artists have a wrestling background. Female wrestling is comparatively new. You don't have the female wrestling teams. You don't have those great programs like you do for men's wrestling. So it's going to be hard to find a lot of female wrestlers that go in there and have that solid background that can take someone down with a good takedown defense like Zoila Frausto.
We are well into the 15th and final minute of this quarterfinal round bout.
Slow it down, T. Slow it down. Take it down, T. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Seems almost certain now, Jimmy, that this will be decided by the 3 state of Illinois judges sitting cage side.
Once again, you see that power of Zoila Frausto. Every time we've seen it against the cage, she throws her down and backs up.
The bell, the end of the fight. When we return, we will get the decision from the 3 Illinois state judges and learn who will be our 3rd Bellator Women's semifinalist. The 3rd quarterfinal of Bellator's Women's 115 pounds tournament has gone the distance. Jessica Pene versus Zoila Frausto. Jimmy, how do you have this scored?
30-27. I gave every round to Zoila Frausto. No 10-8s. They weren't that dominant, but I think she took every round.
We are still waiting for all 3 state of Illinois judges to turn in their scorecards, and we will learn the winner of this fight. Again, to become the 3rd semifinalist, joining Megumi Fujii and Jessica Aguilar. There you see Zoila Frausto. Has to be feeling pretty good about things. Primarily, she wanted to keep this bout standing, and she certainly accomplished that. Really just one time in the 3 rounds of 15 minutes, this fight went to the ground, and that was on the trip by Zoila Frausto. To learn the winner of this bout, we send it inside the Bellator cage to Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone 3 full rounds here inside the Bellator cage, we'll go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges, Salvatore De Amato, David McIntyre, and Cesar Valdez, all scored about exactly the same at 30-27. All for the winner by unanimous decision, earning her place in the women's 115-pound tournament semi-final round, Zoila Warrior Princess Frausto.
I'm here with your winner, Zoila Frausto. A unanimous decision. You seemed a little disappointed with your performance.
I am. I mean, I was. I mean, I won, but the 15 was a little hard, so I kind of got to get used to doing this. It was my first time, so I was like, my power and my air. But other than that, I won, and that's all that counts right now.
Now, look at the screen over there. Variety of strikes. You in a lot of different positions. Did you find, was it hard to find your range in this fight?
It was a little. I mean, she's a little. I mean, she was not, I guess, as strong as me, but her length was kind of throwing me off a little, but I did what I had to, so.
What's your thought on the 2nd round? You know the fields. Anyone you're looking forward to fighting, or is it whoever comes?
Whoever's up next, man. I want that #1 spot, and I'm gunning for it, so here I come.
Congratulations, your winner, Zoila Frausto, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, thank you.
A happy mom and sister of Zoila Frausto.